Outstanding Rural Health Volunteer, Dr. Brad and Gayle Aafedt. When the Grand Forks Public Health Department was preparing to launch public vaccination clinics in the winter of 2021, they received a call offering help. A retired medical professional and his wife wanted to assist in any way they could. The call came from Brad Aafedt on behalf of him and his wife Gayle. Brad is a retired interventional radiologist and Gayle is a retired chemical engineer. They have long given time and resources to the community and university. But this time, they spent countless hours assisting with the large vaccine clinics.
I was so happy to hear that Brad and Gayle Aafedt have been nominated for this volunteer award. They are certainly very deserving for all the time and energy that they have put into our community. I'd especially like to thank them for all the work that they did at our COVID vaccination clinics. They were just stellar volunteers. They were dependable, professional, brought their expertise to that environment, and we couldn't have asked for better volunteers to help us with that effort.
Brad had the experience to administer vaccines while Gayle worked as a registration specialist. From February through May of 2021 alone, Grand Forks Public Health was able to vaccinate 37,000 people during these events. Brad and Gayle consistently arrived early for their shifts, stayed late, and were willing to do whatever was asked of them. They even reached out to friends, encouraging them to volunteer as well.
They always stepped up. They didn't wait for you to call them. They would call you and say, "We're off this Wednesday, do you need anybody?" And if we had our staffing full for that event, they would say, "Well, we're going to be around, so if somebody doesn't show up, just give us a call." So they were enthusiastic volunteers.
Both learned new technologies, adapted to change well, and were professional and friendly to staff and the general public. They regularly worked Wednesdays and Saturdays and often filled in other days, helping to cover breaks, lunches, and when other volunteers were not available.
Not only did Brad and Gayle provide services for individuals in response to the COVID pandemic, but they have also been both kind and compassionate when working with both Grand Forks Public Health and the community members. I want to recognize and honor Brad and Gayle for their devotion to public health and their willingness to selflessly serve the community during the pandemic.
Their commitment to helping increase vaccination rates and keeping people safe drove them to over a year-long relationship with the Grand Forks Public Health Department.
We both want to express our deep thanks and gratitude for this award.
We had no idea that we'd been nominated for this award and were shocked to find out that we'd won.
We also want to recognize the amazing people at Grand Forks Public Health for all they have done for us and our community during this pandemic.
We're just happy that we were able to help with the vaccination effort for our community.
Once again,
Thank
thank you.